Welcome to the TALKESHI podcast, episode 23. Happy Halloween, everyone, or at least Hallow's Eve, it's the day before Halloween. Two things. Sorry to my audience that I went with the Twilight Vampire look instead of the Playboy Bunny look. I will appreciate my privacy at this time. And of course, you will notice that there is no weekend update. It'll update their weekend this weekend because I literally had no time to write jokes, to shoot it beforehand or anything. I don't have a script for today for this podcast, okay? So we're just gonna talk about a few things that have been going on this week and whatnot. But yeah, of course, like today is the day before Halloween. I don't know, this month has been really nice in my opinion. At least for me. I've been working nonstop. Of course, like you heard. This month has been so the busiest of the year ever. I have so many things that I have to do for other people and for myself and my content. Oh my god. I went on a job interview this week and well, I am not working there. But yeah, that's something that happened this week. Yeah, so what else has been going on this whole entire month and whatnot? This is the last weekend before the elections, bro. I am dreading the elections with a vengeance. I don't know how to describe it. I'm I guess a la expectativa, I'm what's gonna happen? I feel is it so weird that Trump is still how do you call it, tied? Pretty much. He's he's not challenged at all. There's people that really, really, really want him to stay president for the next 4 years. Doesn't surprise me though, of course. We've seen what's been happening these past few years, but that's still crazy, bro. I really wonder what's gonna happen. It's I don't know. Here, of course, the elections are very oof. I didn't really want to begin or talk at the beginning about the Pierluisi thing. It's just so, of course, a lot of us dislike him because, first of all, the dude is a loser. I have to say that. The dude, he just reeks of this kind of person that if he gets pissed if he doesn't get what he wants. And even this morning when I found out the news, I was thinking of saying something, if I did do weekend update, I would have said something along the lines of, how in so many of these, pro PNP ads, which, by the way, I want to say that, on, I think, Monday, I'm going to drop an IGTV with a brief history of Puerto Rico. I'm very nervous about it. So please, tell me, should I even do it? Should I even post it? Should I even edit it? Should I even waste time on it? But it is due to the elections and whatnot, just the suppression that we as Puerto Ricans have suffered. But anyway, I'm nervous about doing that mainly because of fact checking and me being incorrect. It's not more about what I'm bringing. I don't know. Anyway, back to Pierluisi. I was gonna make not a joke. Because I really don't want it to be a joke. I wanted to make the statement that, in so many of these PNP ads, there's this one dude, I don't know if y'all have seen him, that he's mi mamá me enseñó que no es una contestación or something like that. Bro, yes it is. No is a very, no is a sentence. No is a full sentence, bro. And I don't think we have to keep on having these. Do we have to? I'm so tired of having these discussions of whether no means yes or yes means no means no, bro. And I know that they say it in the sense of Congress telling them no, you're not gonna be a state, but it reflects in their everyday life apparently. Look at what's happening. And I don't want to get deep into the case. I don't want to talk about, just for those of you that don't know, Pierluisi has apparently been accused of sexual harassment. That's something that happened this week, today specifically. That's something that I didn't even expect. I mean, not that I didn't expect it, but I am not surprised. Let's just put it that way, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. It's a very tense subject. I'm not gonna get into it. I made my statement with how Benabez just won't take no for an answer, and this is very clear, right? I mean, not saying that happened in that situation, but whatever. I didn't want to spend the first fucking like few minutes talking about this, but whatever. Let's move on to nicer stuff. So this weekend, I was very well fed entertainment wise. Like I posted on Twitter. First of all, Ariana dropped. We love positions. Now, I mean, okay, let me just make this statement real quick. Ariana dropped Positions. Noel Miller dropped an EP, and it's really good. Bad Bunny dropped Music. Sight. I think I need to give it a few more listens. And Meg also dropped, like she was on a remix, but still. And John Mulaney is on SNL tomorrow. Bro, it's like God is watching out for me, okay? Like, I don't know, it just feels, when like your favorite entertainers pretty much just release some new stuff or like are on, make an appearance, it makes me happy. It makes me feel kind of euphoric, which is nice because I have been feeling kind of dysphoric lately, but whatever. So yeah, that's what happened this weekend, or will happen, with John hosting SNL tomorrow. But yeah, Positions, I liked it. I actually liked, I guess it's like, they're good songs. Like, they're all really good songs. I think I also do need to give it a few more listens before I'm like, this is a classic. For me personally, I'm not, like, if you say it's a classic, like, I'll say, like, I can agree. But I personally need to give it a few more listens. This is coming from a person who's, like, ever since Sweetener dropped and then Thank You Next dropped, like, has made Ariana music part of her life, like, a big part of her life. So, yeah, I do need to give it a few more listens, but yeah, Positions itself, like, the single is actually a bop. It's probably one of my favorites. It is one of my favorite songs on the album already, okay? Like, I love that song, actually. Even if we've all listened to it a billion times, I still think it's a banger. I still think it's, like, so good. Like, I was telling my friend the other day that, like, well, yesterday, that it's so funny because when Sweetener dropped, she was all lovey-dovey with, like, Pete Davidson at the time. So the thing is, I was single as a Pringle. And then during Thank You Next, I had just recently gotten with my then boyfriend, and, like, she was on her single shit with Thank You Next. And now I'm single as a Pringle, and she dropped like a love song album. Not all of them, of course. Like, actually, it's so funny because my favorites are so far, I love Off the Table. Like, it makes me so sad, but it's so good. I love Ari on the Weekend should happen way more than it does, if I'm being honest. And Just Like Magic is one of my favorites, and it's just like, I really love when Ariana gets on her personal shit. Like, remember Successful? Like, the song Successful on Sweetener, that song was so good. I feel like it's underrated. There's, like, a lot of other songs like that aren't, like, lovey-dovey songs that I love when Ariana gets, like that, Of course, like, everyone on this album expected her to be, like, hypersexual, like, with titles like, first of all, Positions itself, 34 plus 35, right? Like, that's, yeah. With the 69 song, bro, like, there were some lines there that I was, not that it's like, oh my god, this is like basically porn, but she was like, for Ariana, you wouldn't expect her to be like, say the shit that she did. But that's obviously really cool. I support that very much. Titles like that one, POV, there were a few others that Nasty, but yeah, I think it's a pretty good album so far that I've heard it. I've enjoyed it. I listened to it and I'm like, yeah, this is really good production value. This is like a moment. I just have to give it a few listens. That's all. But of course, I'm an Ari stan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ana Grande. Okay. What else? This is really weird to drop this like No, it's not the middle of the podcast yet, but I do have kind of like a collaboration with Borikiki store. They have a lot of stickers. I know I have my own stickers, but they have a lot of really bomb stickers, including this one. I know it's just like a little flame. But go on their Instagram, Borikiki store. They have a ton of stickers like that one, but that one is part of like the Aries sticker pack. They have one for every zodiac sign, which is really cool. And they have a really cool Yo hago lo que me da la gana sticker pack. Ran out of breath there. They just have like a lot of really cool stuff there. You can go check them out, and if you want to buy something, use code kiaraeshi20 for 20% off, which I think is really bomb. And thank you, of course, for supporting the channel Borikiki store. Just wanted to drop that in the middle almost of the podcast. But anyway, let's keep going. What else? It's just like, it's funny because I feel festive. You know, yeah, you can tell that I have no script for today. But by the way, also I wanted to say that like next week I'm dropping a podcast episode right after the elections. I'll probably shoot it the night of the elections, like, you know, voting during like Tuesday night. I'll shoot it and then I'll upload it the next day. But like, bro, yeah, you're getting a podcast episode way earlier. God, I'm tired of like just making content. There needs to be a moment where like I'm ugly as fuck all the time. I don't take pictures. I don't do videos. Probably just do the podcast every week, you know. But like, there needs to be a time where I'm like, I have nothing due, where I'm just like focusing on other things like getting a job. And you know, they say that podcasters don't have jobs. Well, clearly. What else? Like, yeah, I was saying that I'm all over the place because there's no script. I'm feeling very festive, of course, because it's Halloween, and I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of nice to see, you know, this whole year with the pandemic and everything. God, it's been horrible. But it has been kind of nice to see people unite because of like Halloween and like posting all their looks. Speaking of, I also have a video coming out tomorrow about like how I edited all my looks. Well, not all of them, because like, for example, the Trixie, Tang, and Veronica one I actually shot this Monday, and I shot that video Sunday. So sorry, you can just ask me. I'll probably just literally take a second to explain, probably, because I suck at responding to people, which I wrote the other day. Which, if we want to get to talking about like Instagram and social media shit, I actually suck at what's important about social media, which is being social. I respond hours, almost a day later to people, and that's not okay. And also, like, I was just thinking, like, I am all the time editing, or at least these last 2 weeks I've been editing nonstop, right? And like, I am so focused on like editing, being on Photoshop and Final Cut Pro, editing photos and video, that I barely interact with people, which is really important. Not only like to say thank you and be grateful, of course that's what I want to do, but like, not only to do that, but also because it's important for your engagement to get more likes, to, you know. So I really need to take a time where like I probably do like one look a week or something, probably for the podcast, and I strategize, you know, like, instead of like wasting all my time editing and putting in more effort than I need to edit and make content and whatnot, to like then actually strategize and be like posting at the right hours and commenting when I have to, and I don't know. What else? Yeah, apparently this is gonna be a pretty short episode, but it's cool. I'm just really festive. Like, I feel I'm very excited for Halloween, even though let's see what I do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I think it's gonna be pretty chill. I will put, see, that's why I put it up for a vote, you know, up for people to vote. But like, I am gonna do both looks. Like, tomorrow I'm gonna do the I was gonna say House Bunny. Any of y'all seen that movie with Anna Faris? I am gonna do the Playboy bunny look tomorrow, but yeah, probably not. Yeah, those are pretty much the things that have been on my mind lately. How busy I am, the elections. Oof, I don't know. Life in general, I think a lot of us go through like these periods of like, what am I gonna do with my life? That's really big on my mind right now, especially with like trying to get my own place and like, due diligences of that. I have sucked at delivering stickers. I think I delivered some stickers, but not all. Like, I haven't had the time because like I freaking suck a la hora de imprimir. Like, I forget some stickers, then I have to like wait for like the next moment that I can go and print the stickers and whatnot. And I feel like after, which is really funny because I'm actually gonna drop some sticker merch. You'll probably see it next Saturday. I think I'm gonna drop it next Saturday. Or let's see if I post them on Friday for the podcast. Even though it's not podcast merch, but there is podcast merch. Podcast merch. There's that available if y'all want any. Please make an order. But yeah, it's just printing stickers and stuff. I need to get my own printer. I guess that's what I actually have to do. Because printing them and waiting a few days or whenever I can to go print, it's hard. Yeah, I've just been having a lot of thoughts about the future, especially like around this time. I'm already planning for next year. Like, what am I gonna do next year? Again, there is that whole thing about me, like, wanting to put in less effort for more outcome. I guess literally, like, I hate to be like, what are those dudes? Work smarter, not harder. Literally that, like. But whatever, I'll leave that for next year. Next year is always like my tomorrow. Like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next year. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it up till here because I have no more shit to talk, and sometimes, is it weird that sometimes I wish that these podcasts were live so I could like make a question at the end, like, what's up? Hell, you know what? That's the question of the week. Make me questions. Q&A. Go off. Actually, I mean, this isn't really part of the podcast. It's actually for my channel. I did, and I'll con esto lo dejo. I want to make a video just reading weird DMs. I've gotten a few already that are pretty weird and really weird stories and whatnot, which is really cool. I can't wait to read them like out loud when I, do the video. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video reading weird DMs. If y'all want to send any my way, Twitter, Instagram, even through the podcast Twitter or Instagram, you can just contact me and send me a DM and just be like, hey, this is really weird. I don't know. But yeah, I am hoping to do that not next week, but the week on top. Tomorrow, dropping a new video. And what else? That's pretty much it for today. Hopefully this entertained you at least a bit. And yeah, happy Halloween. Please be safe, not only from COVID, but of course, like, there's always gonna be random ass people, so hopefully y'all stay safe tomorrow. Didn't mean to scare y'all, but that's what Halloween is. Yeah, like, just stay safe, everyone. Please party responsibly, and I'll see y'all tomorrow in tomorrow's video, in next week's political video, and in next week's political episode. All right, bye guys.